The cries of a child echoed through the cold corridors of São Gabriel Municipal Hospital. The fluorescent lights flickered, and the air was thick with the sharp smell of antiseptic. It seemed like an ordinary morning. Hurried nurses, overwhelmed doctors, and tired faces behind masks and scrubs. But something unusual broke the routine. Something improbable. Something magical. Veteran nurse Helena, with over 30 years at the hospital, paused from organizing medications when she heard an unexpected sound. Laughter. Genuine children's laughter, contrasting sharply with the usual tension. Curious, she followed the sound to the pediatric ward, and the sight made her heart clench. In the middle of the hallway, a boy around 7 years old with a bright smile and sparkling eyes was pulling a small rolling suitcase. But instead of clothes or documents, toys spilled out. Colorful cars, dolls, board games, teddy bears. At each hospital bed, he carefully placed a toy and said, "This is for you. Everyone needs a friend here." The once motionless children began to smile. Some giggled, others hugged their new treasures tightly. Even a few doctors stopped in their tracks, watching in disbelief. Helena approached gently, touching the boy's shoulder. "Who are you, little angel?" He answered with disarming simplicity. "My name is Lucas, and I'm here to heal what medicine can't." His words echoed in her soul like a warm wave. Heal what medicine can't. Soon the suitcase emptied, but Lucas looked even lighter, as if fulfilling a sacred mission. From behind a glass door, hospital director Dr. Augusto, a man hardened by decades of statistics and protocols, watched silently. His cold, analytical eyes welled up, betraying an emotion he hadn't felt in years. But what no one knew yet was that Lucas wasn't just any visitor. He carried a secret that would change the lives of everyone in that hospital. If this story has already touched your heart, subscribe to our channel. Here we share true stories that deserve to be remembered. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any. Days before he arrived at São Gabriel Hospital, Lucas sat in his bedroom carefully packing each toy. To any adult, it might have looked like a simple game, but for Lucas, it was a mission. His room was simple, but full of life. Drawings on the walls, children's books, and a collection of stuffed animals, each with its own name and backstory. Lucas talked to them while he packed. "You're going to help my new friends be brave, okay?" His mother, Anna, watched from the doorway, tears welling up in her eyes. She knew exactly why he was doing this. 2 years earlier, Lucas had been diagnosed with leukemia. He spent months hospitalized, isolated, scared, missing his friends. During that dark period, a single gift made all the difference. A small red toy car, given by a kind nurse named Patricia. Patricia wasn't just any nurse. She was a beacon in a corridor of darkness. Lucas held that little car during endless treatments, inventing races across the hospital sheets, dreaming of free roads and open skies. When he finally went into remission, Lucas made a silent promise. "If I ever can, I'll do the same for others." Though still fragile, Lucas was now honoring that promise. Toy by toy, smile by smile. At school, he was known for his kindness too. Despite missing many days for treatment, whenever he was present, he left colorful drawings and motivational notes in his classmates' lockers. One day, his teacher, Mrs. Teresa, asked, "If you could change the world with one small action, what would you do?" While others dreamed of superpowers or no homework, Lucas calmly replied, "I would bring joy where no one expects to find it." The whole room went silent. Back at the hospital, Helena gathered her colleagues. "Did you see what that boy did? Our pediatric wing has never felt so alive." Even Dr. Augusto noticed the change. Small sweets being smuggled into rooms, lab technicians drawing smiley faces on bandages. It was as if Lucas had lit a spark of humanity in everyone. And at the center of it all was a boy with bright eyes and a suitcase full of hope. But not all stories of hope go unchallenged. One gray morning, the hospital's social worker, Mrs. Marlene, knocked on Dr. Augusto's door, holding a stack of papers. "We have a problem," she said grimly. "There's an anonymous report. Claims we're allowing an unauthorized visitor to interact with patients without proper sanitary clearance. Technically, they were in the wrong. Lucas's suitcase hadn't gone through sterilization protocols. His visits, though pure-hearted, posed a bureaucratic risk. Hefty fines, maybe even sector shutdowns. Orders were given. Lucas could no longer roam the hospital. All toys were to be collected for inspection. The announcement hit like a bomb. Children cried, clinging to their new toys. The bright energy Lucas brought was fading. Security guards escorted Lucas gently but firmly to the reception. Helena tried to intervene, tears in her voice. "He's just a child. Can't you see the good he's done?" But bureaucracy showed no mercy. At the hospital entrance, Lucas clutched his empty suitcase, his voice breaking. "I only wanted to help." His mother, kneeling before him, whispered, "You already did, my love. More than you know." Yet inside, Lucas felt the heavy sting of injustice for the first time. What no one realized was that a storm of kindness was about to unleash, and not even the harshest rules could stop it. The next morning, the hospital's routine was shattered by a scene no one expected. Inspired by Lucas's story, a mother had posted online. The photo of a crying girl hugging her teddy bear had gone viral. Within hours, hundreds of comments flooded in. Thousands of people shared their own stories of small acts of kindness. At São Gabriel Hospital, a movement was building. Doctors and nurses, one by one, began bringing toys from home. Families joined too. When Lucas returned for a routine checkup, he found the hospital lobby packed. Staff, children, and parents, all holding toys above their heads, smiling. In the center stood Dr. Augusto, no longer stiff, his eyes wet. Kneeling before Lucas, he held out a handmade badge. "Lucas, Ambassador of Joy, São Gabriel Hospital." Applause erupted. Lucas, shy but beaming, accepted it with a wide smile. In that moment, every cold protocol seemed to melt away under the warmth of a child's heart. Have you ever witnessed a simple act of kindness that changed everything? If you were in Dr. Augusto's shoes, what would you have done? Share your story in the comments. We want to hear from you. Over the next few months, São Gabriel Hospital thrived like never before. The Smile Project became an official initiative. Toys, books, letters, everything Lucas dreamed of, now brightened the lives of countless children. Lucas visited weekly, wearing a blue vest covered in patches drawn by the kids. He was a true hero in the hospital corridors. But life sometimes has bittersweet turns. Months later, during a routine checkup, doctors discovered Lucas's leukemia had returned, stronger and more aggressive. The hospital he had once transformed now fought for him. Even confined to a bed, Lucas kept handing out toys and drawing encouraging notes. "You're stronger than you know. Here, we're a team. A smile can change a bad day." When his small heart finally stopped beating, the entire hospital stood still. Tears, hugs, silence. Every child, every nurse, every doctor held a toy that day, a piece of Lucas's legacy. In his honor, a plaque was placed at the entrance of the pediatric wing, Lucas Wing, where love heals more than medicine. Next to it, encased in glass, stood his little red toy car, a timeless reminder that a small act of love can change the world. If this story touched your heart, wait until you see the next one. It's even more surprising. Click here and come get emotional with us.